If you want to play some old Windows 98 games but don't have an old working computer, this video might be very useful to you. In this video we will take a look at how to set up Windows 98 VM the correct way with all the required drivers needed to run old games and old Windows 98 software. So let's get right into it. First thing that we need to do is download the Windows 98 ISO file. You can find it on WinWorld PC site. I have added all the details and links in the description. You can see there are many versions available for download. Please make sure you are choosing OEM full variant while downloading, as this is the complete Windows 98 package. Once you click on that link, you will get this ISO. Next you will need Oracle VM Virtualbox Manager. I have added the download link for that as well in the description. Next we need to create the virtual machine, give a path where you need the VM files to sit, and then the name. In our case we will give it Windows 98. You can see it automatically detected the version. Let's go with the base RAM configuration. We can increase it later on. In the hard disk section also, let's go with the default values, creating a virtual hard disk now. Then click on create, choose VDI and then dynamically allocate it so that only the amount of disk filled is utilized on the actual drive and full size is not blocked. For the size, let's go with 4 GB for now. Once VM is created, you can revisit and change settings by clicking on the settings button. Please take a look at the configuration that I have so that you can refer it while you create the VM yourself. In storage under controller ID, in the disk drive section, we need to select our Windows installation ISO. Click on empty, then at right hand corner you can see the disk icon. Click on that, select choose a disk file and locate the Windows 98 ISO and select it. Now let's go through the rest of the configuration as well. Once you are done, click on OK and then we can start our VM and start the Windows installation. Click on start, and once you get to the boot window, select boot from CD-ROM and then choose first option, start Windows 98 setup from CD-ROM. Once it starts, press enter, configure unallocated disk, and since our disk is greater than 512 MB, we will select enable large disk support. It will ask to restart. Press enter, and once it restarts and reaches boot screen again, choose the boot from CD-ROM option again and then the first option. Now formatting of disk will start. Once formatting is done, press enter. It will do some checks and then setup will start. Press continue and let's select C Windows for our installation and click next. Now usually you can go ahead with typical setup. I'm selecting here the custom option since I want the desktop themes that came with this Windows and it has a nostalgic appeal to me. So we can select desktop themes, and then also some people used web TV for Windows. You can also select that if you want to add it. Click next. Here we can give the computer name. We will give ZuzGaming. Choose the default options for region and location. Now actual Windows file copy and setup will begin. So let's wait for it to complete and then we will do rest of the steps. Once the setup is complete, VM restarts. We need to select boot from hard disk option now. Now the setup will ask the username. We will give it ZuzGaming for now. On the next step, there is license agreement. We will accept and move forward. This page now requires you to put the serial or product key. If you go to the same WinWorld PC page from where we downloaded the ISO, you can see they have also given the product keys as well. So you can use the same serial key and type it in and then click on next. Then it will scan for hardware that is present and then will restart again. After this restart, it will try to do some preliminary setup and will launch another wizard for time zone and regional settings. Select your time zone and click on close. After this setup, it will configure for the first time your Windows environment and initialize the control panel, start menu, etc. We will again have one more restart after this. And now you can see the login screen. Windows will do the initial boot of the OS, but as you can see, the graphics are very slow and we don't have enough colors on the screen. This can be checked by going to properties, by doing right click, going to settings, and here you can see that we only have two options, 2 and 16 colors. We need to install some VGA drivers. For that, we need to use a utility known as Skyroads Display Doctor. I have this archive.org link that I have also added in the description that you can use to download this driver. Once you download, you need to extract the 7-zip package, and inside you can find the set of files. I will move it first to the desktop and then we will try to copy it, but as you can see, we cannot directly drag and drop files into a VM. So now you need a software that can create you an ISO. There are many options out there. I'm currently using Power ISO, which can easily create an ISO file. Once my ISO file is ready, I will go to devices in the menu bar of the VM player. Go to optical drives and then choose a disk file, and then I will select my ISO. Now we can see that our ISO is mounted. We can go ahead and launch the setup of the Skyroads Display Doctor. This is a basic installation, just clicking next and accepting user agreement. Once this installation is done, we need to restart the VM once more. Once the VM boots back, you can open the Skyroads Display Doctor application. Now click on Home. Then under Monitor Model, click on Monitor Not Selected link. After that, you can select Super VGA 1024x768 and then click Apply. After that, go again to Home, select Link under Graphics Adapter. Then at the bottom, select Display Driver and click on Standard PCI Graphics Adapter. Now select the Skyroads Nucleus driver and click on Apply. It will again ask you for a restart. Proceed with this restart. Once Windows is back up, again go to Properties and then to Settings. Now you can see we have a high color option that we can select, and then we will also select the resolution, that is 1024x768, and we'll click on Apply and restart the VM again. It might be possible that the VM gets stuck during this reboot. You can manually shut down the VM and then start it again. Now you can see in the settings we have even more options for color. Let's select True Color 32-bit, and this time we will choose Apply Changes Without Restart. Now since we have colors enabled, let's go to Control Panel and try out the desktop themes. These themes really brings out a lot of nostalgic memories from my childhood when we used to have Windows 98, and it was really fun to go through these themes with such vibrant colors, mouse pointers, sound effects, icons. Next, I will quickly install some games and will be back. While installing the games, I found some videos that I also remember going through. Most of it is Microsoft marketing stuff, but there are some cool videos here as well. Okay, so as you can see, I have installed some sample games from this Windows 98 CD. Let's start by playing Age of Empires 1. I used to sit for hours playing this game, and I'm still a huge fan of Age of Empire games.
Kalare, Somas, Donna E, Zokontal, Rogan, Malamaz, Somas.
You also have ability to scale the screen by going to view, virtual screen, and then you can select the scaling. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next game, which is MS Pinball Arcade. I have only played the trial version of this game, but this was also a good game that I used to play a lot. I even forgot the controls. Haunted House was my favorite out of all these different types of pinballs. Now let's play the Monster Truck Madness. This was really a fun game at the time since you had the ability to go off-road and off-track. Also the Sting truck was just awesome. There were different cams that were available. These were also really great. Also, I remember there was a farm nearby which had cows which moved when we hit them with the truck. That was very funny. Okay, so I also have few more games. So let's start with Dave. Oh, it seems there is some issue with the CPU speed. So unfortunately, we'll not be able to play this on a VM. We can play this in DOSBox. Let's play Prince of Persia, a classic game which I think I played on a very old MS-DOS PC for the first time. I think it was a 386 or a 486 PC. The character movements were just outstanding considering this game came near early 1990s. Also, I remember me and my cousins tried to speedrun this game and we had a competition as to who would finish with least time on the clock. Okay, on to the last game, Skyroads. This was also a fun game. Sometimes it was a little frustrating if you got stuck on a particular level, but really a great game. So guys, that's it. hope you like this video, and I hope that the steps that I mentioned here will help you build your own VM. Thanks for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you like the video, please press the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.